How I went to struggling to wake up early, to waking up at 4:30 a.m. So in this video, I'm going to help you to wake up earlier than you do right now with only 4 steps. But just before we start, don't forget to give me a like, okay? But before we start exactly with the first step, I just want to explain to you something here, okay? The difficult part was never to wake up early. Think about it. Okay, you set up the alarm for 5 a.m. When the alarm rings, you wake up at 5 a.m. Okay, you woke up at 5 a.m. Was it difficult? No. The difficult part was always to not get back to sleep again. That was always the difficult part. And that's exactly the part that I'm going to help you today with this video. Step 1, you only feel bad for a couple of minutes. So, I experience this all the time, okay? I wake up, the alarm rings, I go turn off the alarm. It is always I feel terrible. It's not just me. It's everybody feels like this. So yeah, I go to the bathroom, and I always take a cold shower because that helps me to feel better and to just if I pass water into my body, I'm less groggy and sleepy. So I always do that. You get what I mean? And yeah, I take the cold shower, I'm feeling better, and then when I'm starting to do work, I'm feeling better and feeling better. And this always happens. So I always tell to myself, I'm always like, I'm going to feel better afterwards, you know what I mean? Because like the first couple seconds, I feel terrible. I just feel terrible, I just want to sleep again. But because I've experienced this so many times, probably about since I started to wake up very early, probably already 500 or 600 times. So I understand this, you get what I mean? And I always understood, okay, I feel better afterwards. So let me just continue to do things, even though I don't feel that much good. And then I feel good. You get what I mean? It's like jumping into a cold pool, okay? Especially like in the summer, okay? It's very hot. You know what I mean? You just want to jump into something. You just want to go to the water because you're sweaty. You're getting sweaty because it's very hot. You know what I mean? You're in the beach or whatever, and maybe there's a beach that's cold, and you want to go there, but at the same time you're like, oh, it's very cold. It could be difficult. You're gonna want to hesitate to go there, even though you go there. And then afterwards you feel good. You get what I mean? It's like in the morning you hesitate, even though you actually kind of want to wake up early to the things that you said that you wanted to do, to achieve the things that you want to achieve. But it's like in the moment you're not really feeling like it. But you know if you continue, then you're going to feel like it. That's the same thing. You know that after you jumped on the pool, which is probably kind of cold, you know that you're going to feel better, but you're just like, but it's cold, you get what I mean? Even though you kind of want, but it's uncomfortable, you get what I mean? It's exactly the same thing here, you get what I mean? It's just like, you just have to go through the first couple of minutes, you understand? But then you feel better. So the action step here, it's not like something like crazy, but just always keep in mind, okay, I am going to feel better afterwards. I'm not going to feel terrible all the time. Just think, okay, just do this first. Okay, maybe I don't have to do what I said I was going to do. Just go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, and maybe I'm just going to do the work anyway. You get what I mean? But you're like always thinking, I'm going to feel better afterwards. I'm not going to feel that this way always. And what helps me to feel better, you can do this as well. Just take like a shower, especially a cold shower. But if you're a beginner doing this, don't take a cold shower because it's going to be extremely hard. Okay, it's like more something advanced. Okay, I think at least I think so. But yeah, so just take like a hot shower, and just that is going to help you. You can take a hot shower, and afterwards you're going to feel way better. So that's something that you can do. But always think, even though you're not going to take a hot shower or something like that, you're not going to put water into your face, just think to yourself, okay, I'm going to feel better afterwards, because that's what it's going to happen. You get what I mean? So just always think that way, and It's just so much easier to just wake up early when you have that type of mindsets. And this comes from like a lot of experience, like because I've woke up so many times, not because I had to wake up at this like very early, but I self-disciplined myself to do that, and because I did it so many times, now I understand. Okay, there's no really benefit into getting back to sleep again if I actually am going to feel good afterwards. I just have like to continue to go through that hard part, and then I'm going to feel better. So just remember that, and maybe you can take a hot shower as the first thing, or put water into your face if you want to do that, because it definitely helps you. The step 2 is basically, what's the point of sleeping for more 1 minute? Okay, let me explain this. So I think it was 1 month ago, something like that. Basically, because I started to do jiu-jitsu, and there's some days that I, like, for example, I go to 8 p.m. and then I'm just in bed like at 10 p.m. And usually I was like waking up at 4 a.m. So I had like to go to sleep or like at 8 or 9 to have like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And then basically I changed my routine to some days that I was waking up at 4, and some days that I was like waking up at 5. Like basically every day it's a little bit different. You get what I mean? Some days are the same, but it's like one day, 3 days of the week, like 4 a.m., 4 a.m., 4 a.m., and there's like 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m. You get what I mean? That's what I did. You get what I mean? But then what happened? There were some days that I was waking up I was supposed to wake up at 4 a.m. But I just ended up like, let me just sleep more 1 hour. You get what I mean? And then I just woke up at 5 a.m. And I didn't felt super bad, just because I felt bad, but not super bad because, in the other days I wake up at 5 a.m. anyway, you get what I mean? So I was like, no, you get what I mean? Even though I was sleeping the amount of hours I needed, I was just like coping and say, no, let me just sleep more 1 hour. But there's something I realized while I was doing that. You get what I mean? I remember, like, I think one specific day, I don't remember one specific day exactly, but I think I was at 4 a.m. and then I like, let me just sleep more one hour. You get what I mean? And something I realized throughout doing that is that it's extremely stupid to do that. Because the thing is, like, you think, I'm going to sleep more 1 hour. More 1 hour of relaxing. But what I realized is that actually, for me, it doesn't seem 1 hour. Until I fall asleep. Basically, imagine it takes you 1 minute to fall asleep. And after that 1 minute, like in that 1 minute you're awake, but when you fall asleep, it's like you teleport from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. in just 1 minute. It's like in just 1 second you teleport. So basically, instead of you thought that you were relaxing for more than 1 hour, maybe you were just relaxing for 1-2 minutes. You understand what I mean? So when I realized that, I was like, this is just stupid, bro. I'm trading 1 hour for more 1 minute of relaxing on my bed. I was like, I didn't realize that before. This is extremely stupid decision, you get what I mean? An analogy I want to give you to help you understand this. It's not an analogy, but there was someone that died, you probably already know, which is a rapper called XXXTentacion. So like, what is that related with what we're talking about here? But basically, there was like 4 people that were trying to rob XXXTentacion because I think on his Louis Vuitton bag he had like 50 or I think, but yeah, 15K. So they wanted to steal his money. So their plan was like, okay, they have like some guns, I don't know the plan exactly, but I'm just like pretending that I kind of know. But then they went there and then they tried to rob him, but I think like XXXTentacion, like he tried to attack them, one of them, and then because they understood maybe that was gonna be difficult to steal his money, they basically, one of them killed XXXTentacion, you get what I mean? And think about, okay, they killed someone just to get 15K, 15,000. They exchanged it. And the interesting part here, the funny part about it all, is that 3 of them got death sentence. So basically they exchanged their lives for 15K, for $15,000. That's a stupid decision, right? A complete stupid decision. Is this exactly what you're doing here? When you decide, I'm just gonna sleep for more 1 hour, it's like you're exchanging 1 hour for like just 2 minutes of really relaxing. 1 hour of your fucking day. And you probably didn't. One thing is like, okay, I have to sleep more 1 hour because I didn't sleep enough last night, whatever. It's still bad, but especially if you didn't do that, you're 100% wasting, like, throwing away 1 hour of your fucking life. Not of the day, of your fucking life. It's a stupid decision. That's exactly what the killers of XXXTentacion. Like me doing that is as stupid as those guys did. You gotta, as the killers of XXXTentacion. Of course, like it's way more stupid what you did than what we are doing here, but it makes you understand that, like, it's stupid to do this. You get what I mean? To just sleep for more 1 hour. You get what I mean? So I know this is way that thing is like way more stupid, but you understand what I mean. So the action step here, it's just more mindset. It's like, just keep in mind, okay, this is a stupid decision. I don't want to be stupid. I like my life, so I don't want to waste an hour of my life for nothing. Especially if you have slept the enough hours, you get what I mean, that you needed. So basically, you're going to just keep in mind, bro, the next time you're going to wake up early, you're going to have this in mind, for sure. So you're going to be like, I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to be stupid. I'm not stupid. I like my life, so I'm going to go through this hard part, you get what I mean? And I know I'm going to feel better afterwards. I'm not going to make this stupid decision to go to sleep again. Then there's no benefit, you get what I mean? I don't want to waste my time. I want to achieve the things that I want. Because the thing is, like, the reason you want to wake up early is probably to do something correlated with something that you want. Probably. You probably don't want to just wake up early just for the sake of waking up early. You get what I mean? So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I don't even think that I have to tell you this. I just think, just because I told you this, I gave this example, this story, this mindset that this thing that I understood that is a stupid decision. Bro, the next time you're going to wake up early, you're gonna have that in mind. I know for sure. Step 3 is, what is your goal? Is to be happy or comfortable. So on those days that I basically, instead of waking up at 4 a.m., I woke up at 5 a.m. because there were some days that I was waking up at 5 a.m. So it was more easy for me to just cope and say, oh, it's not even that much of a big problem. I actually didn't felt really more happy. I was just like, I felt worse. I just felt like I woke up, because one thing is like, okay, I woke up at exactly the time that I said that I was going to wake up, and I'm going to take that cold shower. That's one thing. I'm still feel kind of terrible until I kind of take that cold shower. But imagine, like, okay, I was supposed to wake up at this time, and then I bitched out, and then I like just woke up at like 5 a.m., whatever, 5:30, I don't know. Or even, I think there was even one day that I ended up like sleeping for 1 hour for, I think I was supposed for me to wake up at 4, then I slept for 1 hour till 5, I think, and 1 until 6, something like that. And I just remember like to go to the bathroom, take that cold shower, like feeling terrible, just like starting the day, just like kind of sad again. I'm happy that I didn't even destroy it, because sometimes like with that negative momentum, you tend to even like procrastinate more and more and more. But I'm glad that I didn't continue to do that. But yeah, I didn't feel like happier at all. I chose comfort, and guess what? Was not more happy. I mean, because what I'm realizing is that, and I think you probably already realized or not, but you should have realized already. Happiness is a lot lot more times, a lot of the times, happiness is more correlated with being feeling uncomfortable than feeling comfortable. And happiness is way more correlated with feeling comfortable than feeling uncomfortable. Do you understand what I mean? So let me give an example here. I don't think this is the best example, but I was like asking ChatGPT, give me some example, because sometimes I cannot even think of an example. But the thing is, imagine there's a place, a specific place in the world that straight away, that's the place that you're going to be happy. Of course, that doesn't exist exactly. Oh, you're just going to be happy. It's like the paradise. But imagine that there's a place that you're going to be happy 100% there. And yeah, basically it's night, you're falling asleep, and you know that you have to drive your car. You're basically on a road trip, and yeah, you know that it takes like kind of 6 hours. No, let's say 10 hours to get there. And you know you have to wake up very early for you to be able to get on time, because if you don't get on time, they're gonna close it, and you just can't get there at the next time. Okay. And now imagine that you didn't wake up you woke up later. You ended up just like, let me just sleep more, and then you try to do that, you go like very fast, but you cannot get on time, and then it's closed, and then you just can go the next day. Were you happier? Were you happier? Would you be happier? No. If that's the place that you're going to be happy, why did you... The comfort, basically, it's not correlated with happiness. So the thing is, I'm trying to explain here, if your goal is probably to feel happy, not to feel comfortable. Exactly. You maybe think that your goal is to feel comfortable because you think that's the thing that's going to give you happiness, but you already understood that it's not correlated 100%. So okay, if your goal is happiness, why would you do that? It's kind of stupid. You get me? I know it's kind of a shit example maybe, but it's like, if your goal is happiness, why you choose comfort when you know, or you probably know, I think, that that's not going to make you feel happy. You understand? So once you understand this, it's so much easier to just like not fall asleep, not get back to sleeping again, and just wake up and do the things that you said that you were going to do. So the action step here is basically for you to answer that question, because you probably already answered. Probably. Just answer to yourself, answer that question. My goal, say this right now in your mind, my goal is to be happy, is not to be uncomfortable. So stop choosing comfort when I should have chosen something that is uncomfortable. Okay, I'm not saying like you always have to choose to be uncomfortable. You get what I mean? You can't eat the food because it's more uncomfortable to not eat food. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean? But basically, like, to just think that you have to do that to feel happy, but those things can be uncomfortable, like going to the gym to build muscle, like waking up early to work on your business, whatever. You got what I mean? Say that to yourself. And what I recommend is for you to pick up a paper. Just grab a paper that you have, or maybe from a book. Just cut that out. Okay, you have a paper. Just write down right there, like pretty big on all the paper. Just, my goal is to be happy, not to be comfortable. That's something that I would like as well to do. You got what I mean? Sometimes I do. I have like some things on some papers, but sometimes like I put them on the trash. You got what I mean? I have some here. You got what I mean? But I want to put more, like, you got what I mean? But I do that especially if you're struggling to wake up early, because I'm already not struggling to, so I really don't have to, but you can. It's good for you to do that, even for other things in life in general as well. But yeah. So okay, you write down that on the paper. Now you're going to stick that on the wall. You probably can, maybe if you're like in a specific place, but you probably can, especially if it's your room. So you stick them on the wall on a specific place, especially maybe close to your bed. Basically a place that you know that you're going to look at a lot of times. You just say, my goal is to be happy, not to be uncomfortable. Then you're going to remind, okay, my goal is to be happy, not be uncomfortable, and that is going to help you to know to just wake up early and not to go to bed again. You understand? So do that, because it's good to remind yourself that your goal was always to be happy, not to be comfortable. The fourth step is to set big goals. So I remember like the first time that I set a big goal. It was not very clear. You get what I mean? It wasn't like a very clear goal, whatever. But was basically, I think everything started when I was watching, because I was always kind of ambitious. When I mean, like, oh, live on a modern house which costs probably about like 500,000, and live with my friends in the United States, Los Angeles, something like that. It's kind of ambitious, even though, yeah, it's kind of ambitious, I think, because Los Angeles, LA. It's better to pronounce that way. Because LA, I think, from what I searched, to live good, pretty well there, you have to be making like 7K a month. You get what I mean? But so yeah, I was watching like some influencer that made a lot of money, and I think there was like a guy that was making like he was like going to make a course, but he used to do those. He used to launch the course. He would do some lives and things like that. You know what I mean? So he was doing like, I think, 4 lives for 4 days straight. And one of the lives, he was like, oh, set a big goal, put on a paper, put the date of the day, and so that you can see it's 5 years after or 1 year after or whatever. And I remember that I put there, I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's probably right there, I don't know. And I put there like, I think it was not for 1 year after, but probably after 4 years or 5 years, probably 5 years. So there was like saying, get rich by working with you, doing music. Was probably about selling beats and even being an artist myself, something like that. And live with friends in the United States. Was probably something like that, you get what I mean? So that's why, like, probably like the first time that I had like kind of a big, oh yeah, I'm going to achieve something bigger, and then helped me in general, like, to wake up early, to keep waking up early, because I want to achieve like something very big, and even to just do the work and not procrastinate. It helped me so much. Okay? So yeah, the thing here is like, from my experience, is basically like when it's like kind of a bigger goal, I was always more like it was more easy for me to not procrastinate, just because I had a big goal. And when you have a big goal, you know, you gotta really work hard for that. You're not like joking, you're not kidding, you know what I mean? Not like, no, it's not this goal, no. It's like kind of a big goal that, you know, like you have to change your mindset. You have to change yourself. You have to become another version of yourself in order to achieve that goal, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give an example of why having a big goal, it helps you to wake up early, okay? So imagine there's 2 scenarios that you have to wake up at 6 a.m. for example. One is just a regular day that you're probably going to school, work, whatever. Okay, it's a regular day. You don't want to fucking wake up early. But the other day, it's you have to wake up at 6 a.m. or let's say you have to even to wake up like 4 a.m. But you're going to the dream country that you want to go, and you're going to be there for like a week, you get what I mean? Well, of course you're going to wake up at, not even like at 4 a.m., you're going to wake up at 2 a.m. or maybe you're not even going to sleep all night, you get what I mean? Why? Because it excites you, you get what I mean? And you're like, oh, what this has to do with having big goals? Maybe you understood. When you set a big goal that excites you, it's just more easy for you to be able to wake up early. First, because it excites you that you're in the journey to achieve that big goal. And second, as well, because you feel that you have more responsibility just for yourself, just because if you set a big goal, you now cannot be the person that's super lazy, that procrastinates all the time, you get what I mean? It's like you feel some sense of responsibility. For example, when I'm recording these videos talking about productivity, I feel a more sense of responsibility, you get what I mean? Because the thing is, like, if I say that I wake up at 4:30, I have to be waking up at 4:30 a.m., you get what I mean? I cannot just always procrastinate, you get what I mean? If I say that I'm very productive, I have to be always productive, you get what I mean? I can't just say, I wake up at 4:30 a.m., but just one day, actually, I just woke up at 4:30. Then other days, I'm just being lazy, you get what I mean? So setting that big goal, it definitely helps you, especially for the excitement as well. You know what I mean? Okay, so what big goals should you set? You know what I mean? What should you be your big goal? Okay, so for you to find the big goal, you basically have to think like this: if everything was possible, what would I want? What would I want to achieve? But first, before you think about that, I just want to explain something here. It's not saying that like, it's impossible to achieve the thing that you want. It's just something that you have to understand, okay? Imagine that you set a big goal to be a billionaire. It's not impossible for you to be a billionaire. That's the thing. I know that I don't have like super author. I'm not like a millionaire saying that it's not impossible for you to be a billionaire. I'm still not rich, and yeah. But okay, it's possible for you to be a billionaire in a few decades. But the thing is, you have to understand, okay, what is required? What do I have to go through to get to be a billionaire? To be a billionaire, you first have to work super fucking hard, and especially work a lot. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like you have that, these two things. A fuck ton of responsibility, a lot of responsibility. I don't know, like maybe you probably have to have 500 something, maybe 500 or 1,000 employees, like the CEO of all that shit or something like that, and you have a lot of responsibility, a lot of fucking stress and anxiety. If you don't know how to like improve your mental health, you're gonna be like fucked up. You know what I mean? It's just extremely hard. So you have to understand, okay, this is like, you have to understand, okay, I like this goal, but am I willing to go through all that pain? If you say no, okay, you can set a smaller goal, which is still a big goal. And if you think that you want to be a billionaire, maybe you want to, you know what I mean? But just have to understand, because maybe you set the billionaire just because you want to have a lot of money. But the thing is, like, a lot of millionaires, like multi-millionaires, say when you have like more than 25 or 100 million, it's like you can buy everything apart from like yachts and mansions. You get what I mean? So yeah, maybe you just set a smaller goal. For example, I have the goal to be a multi-millionaire. Okay, and that excites me. You get what I mean? So yeah, just okay. You just understood first. Okay, am I willing to go through all that? If you like the goal and you know exactly or kind of a lot, you're clear about what you have to go through, then if you are willing to do that, it's possible. Okay, so yeah, another example. Maybe you want to. What's an example? I like more the money goals and more. But yeah, let's give another example. Maybe you want to be a football player. You get me? It's not like the best football player, but it's still like a big goal. Definitely, it's possible. You know what? You have to go through. You have to work very hard and give your very best and be healthy and have a good mindset and even work some extra hours maybe to just analyze, okay, what can I do better? If you're willing to do that, it's possible. You get what I mean? So yeah, you're going to know, like, bro, if you're right now, you're thinking about like some big goal that you're like, oh, actually, it's possible for me to achieve. Bro, for sure, right now you're a little bit more excited, isn't it? Aren't you more excited, bro? You're going to be more excited. That's the thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, set a big goal and maybe just you can stick that on the wall. Do the same thing with the action step that I gave to you, and do that because it's just more easier for you to wake up early when you have some big goal to accomplish and to achieve, which excites you. Okay, so yeah, just think, okay, everything that is possible, because everything is possible. You know, think about like the universe. Everything's strange, bro. It's like everything's possible, actually. Okay, like there's some things that kind of not possible, maybe just in 2,000 years, you get what I mean? But even if it was possible, you were not willing to do that, you get what I mean? So you always understand, okay, what am I willing to do that thing? Do I like the process to achieve that thing? Okay? Because if it's something that you don't like, it is hard, you're not willing probably that thing. If it's like something hard but you kind of like it because you got football, for example, you want to be a football pro football player. That's the way you say it. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, if you are willing to do that and you know exactly what you have to go through, so it's possible. So yeah, set that big goal, and yeah, that's it. So I hope I helped you, brother. Yeah, I just have to win the video. Bye, subscribe.